What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Box Out Boys podcast. We are the NBA podcast of the people, your home for lukewarm takes and substandard analysis. I'm Titus Two Shots Dominguez, and join me tonight from Chile, Minnesota, it's the stats man, Chris Gorman. Hit with the stats, Chris.
Hey, the LeBron James,
The LeBron James.
has an
Great catch.
NBA record streak of 1,464
we
games now of scoring at least 8 or more points
Oh, Jesus Christ.
in a game,
Including
Amazing.
playoffs.
This man.
You can include playoffs when you
It's
get
insane.
8.
Yeah,
Will the glazing ever end? Maybe not, but he hasn't been able to update the group chat in quite some time. It's Alon Barstrom, McCroskey. Get that joke.
I almost said the other night after their most recent loss, I said I'm done counting. I'm just over it. I'm not counting wins anymore. It's not exciting. It's not fun.
I was like, I wonder if he's just gonna post it like a 9 and whatever.
it's just
the
really
next
about:
one
are
is.
they having a good time? Are they,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it when they win the 10th game. I'm gonna do it
Do it.
because
Yeah.
the bit is on, but it doesn't feel
Well,
the
now
same.
I feel like now it's it can be a funny bit, but it would have been I would have been just been a random 10 of 42 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Oh man, well, we got a fun show tonight. We're gonna do a couple more deep dives. We got the Phoenix Suns, the Miami Heat, and the Lakers on deck. I almost forgot Chris's team. We're gonna Lakers.
LeBron James?
LeBron James.
I've got a little cup news if
If
you want
do a cup date here.
little cup date. Going to our preseason picks, just wanted to update everybody since this is the first category going through here. None of us had the NBA Cup final correct.
Okay, what do we all have?
All of our potential matchups are out. I had the Pistons and the Spurs. Titus had the Hawks and the Lakers, and Chris, you had the Wolves and the Pistons.
Okay, well, you two still have a chance for one of them.
Yes.
I'm out.
No, I however had the Pistons winning. Chris had the Wolves winning. Titus, you are alive. The only one alive, with the Knicks being your victor. So little cup date.
Well, it's all right. They're gonna get smoked by OKC, I would imagine, but maybe they'll get there. Come on, guys. Perhaps. Interesting. I like that little cup date. Who do we have? Well, we'll talk about one of the teams from last night's cup games, and we got more games tonight. But I think we're gonna start off with the team I had, the team that was quite maligned that we were picking them, the Phoenix Suns, last week. But it turned out to be a fun little watch over the week.
Best team of the week.
Best team of the week. A couple big wins over the T-Wolves. Also beat the Lakers. I don't know if that was this week, but I think it was quite a while ago. But yeah, good couple of wins over the week. They were off to a rough start. So they're 7th in the West right now, 12 in net. So kind of mediocre team. But I found them to be fun. I did watch that. Was it the Lakers game where Booker goes out? I'm trying to remember now. All the games
play 10 minutes.
Yeah, and the Houston game where they got destroyed. But anyways, but what I really liked about them, the one thing that stood out to me from watching them was I feel like they just have a group of solid NBA role players, like nothing flashy, but just guys that have been around a while, been on good winning squads. I'm talking Grayson Allen, Dylan Brooks, and Royce O'Neal in particular are just solid guys around Devin Booker. And they also had some like young potential players. Mark Williams was the one that was in that trade to LA originally that got nixed because he was too hurt or something. But now he got moved to Phoenix and he's been playing great for them. He's actually been really awesome. He leads the team in PER. So that's what I felt was the best thing for them. I think they have an upper ceiling, obviously, because I don't think they really have those next level guys besides Booker. And I don't know if Booker is quite on that level with some of the better players in the Western Conference. But hey, they had a tough loss against OKC, only lost by 4 points. So that's pretty good. Good core young players, Gillespie, Mark Williams, and Jalen Green on the bench hurt. Only played 2 games from Houston. So Chris,
he's only played 2 games.
He's only played 2 games for them. Yeah. Which is wild.
Yeah.
So he's like a piece that could be coming back.
It's tough.
Dude, yeah. Mark Williams, first career made 3-pointer against the Minnesota Timberpups on Rudy Gobert. He outdueled Rudy.
Yeah.
And he even said in the post game, you go up against the best. You want to show up your best. You want to be the best. So it's kind of props to Rudy in a way. He's like 4-time, whatever. I don't know. Defensive player of the year.
Yeah. I did see that interview too.
The Suns, they're so fun. Like shout out, like props a little bit to the owner of setting the tone.
Yeah.
Of like, hey, we're gonna try to win, and everyone's laughing, and I'm like, oh, you guys are gonna suck. And like, hey, they're leading the league in steals. They have 10.8 per game over Thunder, who are 10, and the defensive rating's not there, but the fact they get the steals, and it just shows how like they're playing above their weight. Like where they're being scrappy. They're all TJ McConnell's out there trying to like just get after the ball. Like the names on this team.
Yeah, they got names.
It makes no sense.
I felt like they're like that team that you can't really like ignore them. Like you're going to have a tough game no matter what. And yeah, I think they're going to struggle with some of the top teams. But I also think, if you're not ready to play these guys, like I said, because they have just legitimate, NBA players on their team.
That Monday game, that hurts because like the Timberwolves is like, oh, okay, this is a definitely tier 2 kind of team. They didn't show. I mean, there's a lot of things. This is a Timberwolves section, but Jaden McDaniels, Conley, Randall, and I can't remember who else, but they all went like 4 of 31. They shot horribly from the field. Mm-hmm. So that doesn't happen all the time. But the fact that Suns took advantage of it, Dylan Brooks was great. Booker didn't even play.
Yeah,
so it's like, okay.
He's been out the last couple of games. So yeah, and it was weird too. Like we were talking last week of that the on-off splits, and Booker has a negative on-off split, which is weird. So like the team is really solid with or without him. So I think to Joey's point last week with the Durant was kind of that comparison. I felt like he could maybe be a piece that could take him over the edge in a playoff series or something like that. But ultimately, I found them to be a fun team, but just kind of like you said, Chris, that's kind of second tier team.
What's the ceiling? Could they win a playoff round?
No.
Yeah, no, I don't think a round. Not in the Western Conference. Go ahead, Joey.
I think they're a take you to 7 games team and make your series absolutely miserable kind of team. Like when you guys said they're scrappy, it's like they're like the all scrappy team. Like Grayson Allen, Dylan Brooks, like they're just gonna kind of pester you and bother you, and like they might catch you like a game 1, kind of like come up with that energy that catches you by surprise and kind of gives you puts you for fits on defense. And in the playoffs, defensive sets make a difference. So I could see them being a tough out, but I don't think they have. I mean, unless Jalen Green comes back like now, and puts together 3 solid months of 1B type level play against next to Devin Booker. But like it's almost like the Suns the season that they lost to the Bucks minus like another good player, right? Like DeAndre Ayton in that season was like right up there as like a impactful good player. They had Chris Paul. He went down obviously in the finals, but like they always seem to be that like one spot away, which is why the whole Durant thing was like, oh, this is it, right? They're always just one guy away. Now they got the guy, but they also added Brady Beal to the mix and it messed everything up. So can they win a playoff series? No. Can they take you to 7 and make your life absolutely miserable? Like, yeah, like they're that team. Like nobody wants to see them in the playoffs. Like if they don't have to play in a play-in and they go right into an actual series, like you don't want that.
I could see like let's say like the Lakers got him in the first round or something. The Lakers would hate that. Like they'd be like, all right, we're going 6 or 7 against this team that we really don't want to do, and whoops, man, every show this year,
every show.
Did it kind of remind you guys of like Memphis from like 3 seasons ago?
Yeah,
maybe
like that one good player. And go ahead,
like I was thinking about the Kings with they took the Warriors to 7, right?
Yeah, there you go.
It's like
this is fun.
Yeah,
but they're not actually going to be good.
my dream matchup.
This is a fun story, but they're not going to do it.
Yeah, they're going to win a play-in tournament game. They're going to get the Rockets, who are probably going to be the 2 seed. Looking at net rating, I think the Rockets will eventually become the 2 seed. They'll be the 7th seed. and Jalen Green will get his revenge games,
Oh, there
but
you
then
go.
they'll lose in 7 because Durant's like, nah, I'm better. So that's like the NBA conspiracy, best
The script
viewership
writer, yeah.
possible, script writers
script.
kind of thing, right?
I'm in on that
So-
script.
I will say it was funny because I did have my notes here. Durant didn't want the smoke in Phoenix, but he definitely had a good game against them in Houston. Played him in Houston, but I know
It's
we
like
guys
an
were talking
Embiid situation. Yeah, he just didn't.
Yeah.
He went to OKC and he's like, I don't want to
Yeah.
go to my other teams anymore.
teams. Yeah,
It's no
interesting.
fun.
But yeah, he did play against them in Houston, so he was on the home turf. He was fine with it. So, but yeah, that's more what I had for him. Go ahead, Chris, Joey.
If I'm going to ask this question now, I'm going to ask it again, or if we we do the Lakers. If Oklahoma City wasn't in the West or wasn't having the season they were, would you guys feel differently about Phoenix being 4 games above 500 after what they were predicted to be to start the season?
It's a fun question.
No, because I still think there's 3 or 4 teams that I think are better than them.
I think it was like 6 or 7.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
But
I'd have to look at that. Chris. No,
I keep trying to put in perspective anytime we talk about a team in the West or I read something about them is like if the Thunder weren't one of 3 teams to win 23 of their first 24 games.
I feel like Phoenix is like Atlanta, maybe.
Yes,
East. And Atlanta's 14. They're the 9th seed, but they're tied with like the Cavs and everyone's right there.
I think, like to your point, Joey, I think the bump up would go to teams like LA, Denver, Minnesota. Those would be who would be getting my sort of, like I'd be taking them a little more seriously.
I mean, Minnesota's 15-9. Phoenix is
but
14-10.
they have they're when they don't make a conference finals, I'll be
back to back.
They get the little credit for me. I know.
Okay.
Thank you.
They 2 conference finals are like, come on, man. Somebody's got to beat them in the playoffs.
So you're discounting in quotes the single digit loss teams, really, is what you're at. The Lakers through the Timberwolves all have less than 10 losses. So that's where you're kind of saying these teams are getting lost in the shuffle because
I think the Warriors I would still take the Warriors over the Suns too, though.
Okay.
I believe in the Warriors. Maybe we'll talk about the Warriors if anyone wants to deep dive on them.
Team next.
We'll talk about that, but yeah.
I want to see where everybody's at here. But no,
I think but to your point though, like I agree with that. Like the single digit, not just because they're single digits, but like those top 6, are kind of where it's at.
The single digits wasn't the reason; it was just that was the way to distinguish kind of the list that Titus rattled off.
Yeah,
okay.
I think a team like that I think would be an interesting matchup for them is the Spurs. I think that would be a team that's kind of on their level. I think obviously if Wemby's playing, Wemby is a bigger X factor than what Phoenix has and could do. But I think that's somebody who would be in their tier. I think them. Houston is probably a little bit outside their tier. Minnesota would be interesting. I feel as far as like the top 5 teams: OKC, LA, Denver, Houston, and Minnesota. No particular order there. But I think of those teams, I don't think I would pick Phoenix over any of those ones.
Fair enough.
But I think I'd be the most concerned for Minnesota just because they seem to have matched up with them well. But
fair enough.
But yeah, interesting though. They were a fun team. I like them. I actually didn't mind Dylan Brooks, some of his antics.
I can't stand that dude.
I know. I can't stand him either. But it was kind of funny him doing it to Luka and LeBron. So I had a good time with that in the LA game when he was going off. I think he had like 30-something points against the LA.
He owned them.
That's the weird thing is like, how is he keeps scoring this many points? I'm like, weren't you supposed to be like the Jose Alvarado of like the West? Like,
right.
I guess they're in the West too, but
you
know what I mean?
He's
like,
a bucket, man.
Yeah,
he's getting buckets.
He's a bucket. Dylan
Brooks. I think Draymond had
bucket.
a thing in a post game where he like admitted that like how he hates Dylan Brooks, but like he gave him props for like, hey, he's been putting in work. Like he's doing it, man.
I don't like it.
The guy's unlikable as hell, but I think
his hair is the braids.
Yeah,
like
the braids.
The
what is it? The braids. I think it's just if he's on your team, you love him, and if he's not, you can't stand him.
Absolutely,
he's one of those guys. So yeah, but that was fun. Any other thoughts on Phoenix, or you want to roll into their opponent?
So the Lakers.
Yeah, the Lakers.
No.
A lot of talk on Phoenix. Hey, they might win a playoff series. This team's kind of cool. Let's talk to them for 15 minutes. Let's move on. Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron, obviously he finally, after 1,400, I'm pretty sure 60. It was 60 or 61. I don't know.
60 or 70.
He broke the streak of 10 points or more in a game, which, guys, like that, it's stupid. It's bonkers, such a stupid stat. There's so many stupid stats he owns. My favorite thing about this is that everyone was praising him like, oh, he gave it up to Rui Hachimura to hit that game winner. And honestly, great play. He got 11 assists in the game. So the double-digit streak stays alive. 8-point streak stays alive if you want to keep, want to keep streaking this stuff. But the fact is, Toronto had his number, dude. He went 4 of 17 in that game. Toronto has a lot of long arms, a lot of Scotty Barnes, a lot of Jamal Sheed, a lot of
LeBron's over.
Not doing much, but LeBron. He also looked kind of old and slow.
Yeah,
in that game. Old, he's 41. I don't know what you're supposed to expect from a guy like him at this point, but we're also expecting all-star level numbers, and he still got the win. He was happy he got the win. Then he said to somebody that you jinxed me kind of thing after the game. But this Laker team. All right, so let's go to those Laker. That's LeBron.
Yes.
Did you guys hear that? Like, Rich Paul, LeBron's agent, longtime friend, is now doing a podcast with Max Kellerman through the Ringer Network.
Oh, is that? And I saw Kellerman was on the Ringer, but
he did a thing, and now he's doing it with Rich Paul, and Rich Paul just went out and be like, "Hey, the Lakers, they're not a title team," and it's like, okay, there's like 25 teams of the 30 in the league that are not title teams. Like it's not a crazy take.
It's not a crazy take.
Just say, they're not a title team. But everyone took it as like, oh no, yeah, they're not a title team. Rich Paul, was he saying? But then I looked into it a little bit more. Lakers, 21st in defensive rating, 6th in offensive rating, 13th in net rating. Their net rating's only +2, but they're 3rd in the West right now.
That's crazy.
All these stats
getting wins.
They're just getting buckets, dude. And I thought like, oh, maybe it's like, because they get a lot of free throws. They're 4th in free throw attempts. They're behind teams like the Pistons. And it's like,
right.
It's a lot. And I don't know.
Joey's Pistons.
It's kind of wild. Like they're 2nd in field goal percentage. Luka is shooting an insane 94% between 0 and 3 feet from the basket. So if he's like right under the rim, it's always going like of course there's
close ones.
It literally always goes in. Guys, that's usually like 70, 80%. Like not 94. It's so stupid what he's been able to do.
Oh, he can make close shots. Cool.
Wow.
So
Luka not end. Oh, there's more coming. But
Did you hear about Dylan Brooks, Chris? I mean, come on.
I think I said they were the 3 seed. They're currently like the 2 seed in the West. I expect. Hey Chris, so what do you think about this team going to the playoffs? And I expect major regression from this team. They're playing the Spurs tonight. #no game talk because the game hasn't even started yet. But I would not be surprised if they lose to the Spurs without Wembanyama tonight. Dylan Harper is awesome. I expect him to do even more. Hopefully tonight he's been awesome.
Take a breath.
He's running the marathon again.
But like DeAndre Ayton, 21 games into the season, DeAndre Ayton,
dominating.
Is like, yes, I'm in. I'm playing at a high level.
I'm
fucking in. But it's like, is he gonna keep this up for 80? 82? So we'll see with him. 4th on this list is Marcus Smart, and he's already hurt. Jake LaRavia, Gabe Vincent. I just expect decline from this team. They're very top 3 players. Reeves has been fantastic. Reeves is the only difference with Reeves is he's been given more minutes and he's been producing with those extra minutes. So good for him. But defensively, dude, this team just doesn't have, like I said, 21st defensive rating.
Yeah.
They're number 2. I don't expect it to last. So I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on this team, but
Joey, you want to go first? I have
team.
Thoughts, Joey, you want to jump in here?
Sure. Being the Christmas season, I know we're a week away from the Christmas episode. The thought that I have about them when watching and hearing Chris list off the roster is Luka or LeBron, I guess, probably like Rudolph, and the rest of the roster is like the misfit toys from like the original cartoon Rudolph, right? You think about it, you've got all of these players that have been outcast and, you know, sent away from teams as at one point were like promised as futures of franchises or, you know, building blocks to championship type teams.
True.
Dude, there's Ayton, Hachimura, Laravia, Smart, even Hayes.
Like Gabe Vincent on the Heat the year they went on the run. Like,
it was Gabe,
right? Like, the Lakers getting Gabe was a big deal.
Finals player,
finals contender. And that's the thing, I think, Chris, like when you say like I wouldn't be surprised if there's a fall off coming. It's like, at what point do you like believe that these players are going to fall back to what they were and why these teams have all passed on them and moved on from them? Or is it that they all needed the right kind of fit and there's, you know, Luka and LeBron running the show and these guys being true role players and, you know, JJ Redick getting the most out of them? Like, does it all add up to something?
Yeah.
And the same thing that happened with Phoenix, though, as I was going through this and thinking about it, I just came back to like, if the goal is you have to go and beat Oklahoma City, well, that doesn't happen. And it was like, this team is built for regular season. They're built to be up there with, I think, probably like, I think they're like a 3 or 4 seed. Because I think, you know, it's like, it's OKC, Denver, Houston, and then LA kind of falls behind that somewhere. But it all comes down to how much do you trust the Rui Hachimuras of the world and the Austin Reeves of the world? Like, do they keep Austin Reeves at the trade deadline? Like, do they? Oh,
yeah, he's like, staying, I think.
Like, do they decide to do something with him? Like, his contract is very affordable right now. Like, there's a lot of
Giannis.
There's a lot of weird things that could happen. So that's my big thought on them, is just it's a collection of misfits, but they work now. Do they work later? Probably not.
Yeah. I'm not worried about this team at all. Sure. I don't think think they're that good. Like, I think they're going to be a good. I think they're going to be a good regular season team. But come playoff time, they will not be on my like. Oh, they could be scary. I'm like, they're going to get beat by somebody. I don't know who, but somebody. Like, they don't want to see the Wolves. Like, that's the perfect team of like, all right, the Wolves maybe come into the playoffs sort of struggling a little bit or not as good as they were last year, get matched up with LA. I'd be going, yep, we're fine. I think you're good.
That's what happened that's literally last year.
Yeah, literally kind of what happened last year.
3-6 seed. You just repeat that. Yeah.
Exactly what could happen. In my research for Phoenix, I watched the LA game and I saw Luka doing Luka shit. And he's offensively is crazy, makes all the close ones. We heard it's great. Congratulations.
94, dude.
94% of them. But there was a play, I forget exactly what it was. It was somebody in the Suns, I can't remember what it was, got penetration. Ball gets kicked out to a 3-point shooter. Luka doesn't close. He like shows and then closes to the corner to the guy not shooting. So the 3 goes up, wide open 3, misses it. Then he doesn't box out that guy in the corner that he went to close to and gets yammed on. And I was like, that's it. That's a perfect Luka example. And it was like, it's fine now. Nobody cares now. But in the playoff time, when everybody's gonna get frustrated with him again, just like last year. And then there was another one that stood out to me. Fast break opportunity. Dylan Brooks gets ahead, gets past old man LeBron. Luka's bitching to the ref, not getting back, doesn't get back, and LeBron makes like a diving reach to try to steal the lead ahead pass, doesn't get to it, and Dylan Brooks gets an easy dunk. And this is where he does like this shoulder thing. It was super annoying. And on Luka and LeBron, and he was really feeling himself at that moment. But I was like, Luka, if you just turn around, get a body in the lane, dude, you don't give up 2.
Yeah.
So I've seen the same shit from him, so I don't care. Like,
are you saying that the Mavs were right to trade him?
I've been on this that it was okay for them to trade him. How they did it was stupid.
Well,
Trade
I mean,
would be
okay to trade him, but like
Okay.
it seems like you're feeling vindicated at this point that nothing has changed. You're seeing the same player that we've always seen.
Well, I mean, like, I honestly, at this point, I can't even try to pretend to vindicate that trade. That trade is so bad.
Okay.
It is, but like I
9-16.
don't trust Luca as a player. I just think when he especially when you combine him with Austin Reeves and 42-year-old LeBron James, like who are they guarding, man? Like they're like
Right.
Chris was
And
saying,
then like
21,
it's
yeah.
Rui and
Yeah.
Aiton.
Rui and Aiton, right?
And maybe
Who are
Smart
they guarding?
sometimes, who was defensive player of the year at one point, but like
It's
he's a
not
shell
good.
of himself.
It's not good when your anchor is Marcus Smart, when like your defensive wizard that's going to come in and save the day when you need it the most is questionable former defensive player of the year Marcus Smart. Like,
yeah, I don't see it. I mean, they're a great offensive team. I think they're gonna be a tough out for sure. But OKC, the Rockets, Minnesota, those teams are gonna be okay with that matchup. So
are you guys
Yeah.
surprised that they're where they are right now? Like, I think I would have
Yes.
thought they were probably 4 games worse than this, right? Like,
So they're ranked 26th in strength of schedule, which you know who has the easiest strength of schedule so far?
interesting
Guys-
look, Chris. I do not know.
Yeah.
The Bulls.
No, it's the
Thank
team who has
God.
the most wins. It's the Thunder
it's the Thunder. Oh wow,
by like a ton.
They're
It's
beating
crazy.
people they need to beat.
Yeah, right. You can't hate them. They're winning all their but the Lakers are right there. Timberwolves are also like 29th. It's kind of concerning. But they play down their opponents, right? So whatever.
Yep.
But yeah,
Keep telling yourself that one.
the Lakers are fakers, and I can't wait for them to come down to like the 5th or maybe even 6th, 7th seed. Because honestly, I'm not even just saying that to keep that going. I really think they could be like a playing team at some point. The Blazers are for some reason 9-15. They just seem so much better than the Lakers, but
Los Angeles Fakers.
Los Angeles Fakers. Yeah, I'm not worried about them. Joey, your team?
Yeah.
Miami.
I had the privilege of looking into the Miami Heat.
Oh boy.
I don't know how I agreed to this.
I don't know how you did either.
Must not be
good
paying
on the
attention.
Raptors, dude.
I got really confused last week. I think I confused myself. I tricked
We have to
myself.
go back
out of
and look at the
something.
tape.
I think I was trying. I think we had too many Western Conference.
Yeah.
teams. And I was like, oh, we got to do an East Coast. And Chris like Raptors. I was like, I don't like the Raptors. So I got stuck. I got stuck with the Heat. What I found was a predetermined hatred for this team already.
Yes, I love it.
Wow.
What I also found was a team that kind of fit exactly what I expected them to be, which is just like this mid-tier kind of like sometimes good, sometimes shit team. And I think nothing put that in perspective more than last night's Cup game where they started the game 15-0.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was cooking. They looked like they had it all figured out. Looked like Heat culture was just, putting it all together. And then when it all came said and done, right, Orlando stormed back and put them in the blender late and just made them look like the kind of weird team that they were. So I started digging, like we all have done on this, and the big thing that kept popping up to me in articles and the stats was started the season really good. Tyler Hero was out. Tyler Hero comes back, plays 6 games. Heat lose 4 in a row, and 2 of the big stars and stories of the early season run start to just be shells themselves. So Jaime Jaquez Jr. and Khalil Ware kind of disappear in the last 6 games since Tyler Hero has come back. Tyler Hero last night shot the ball really poorly, had good stat line across the board, just efficiency was way down. He missed all of his 3-pointers, which is kind of his thing. All that being said, though, I saw a team that's 10 in net rating, 14th in defense, or 14th in offense, 6th in defense, mid-tier. Bam is still Bam. Are you getting the most out of him? And then the ultimate decision and kind of thought came down to is Tyler Hero the one that you're still willing to protect and say is untouchable at all costs? Because 2-3 years ago, when Jimmy Butler was still there and they wanted Dame bad, right? Tyler Hero was the untouchable. He was, you could not have him. And everything that I'm reading and everything that I'm thinking now is saying if the Heat have any sort of intelligence to them, they are on the phone with Milwaukee and they are offering up Tyler Hero and or Khalil Ware plus picks and saying, bring Giannis down to pair with Bam to play alongside Norm Powell, Andrew Wiggins. And you're saying Bam can now shoot from outside. He's improved in that in his game. That fixes your spacing issue with Giannis not being an outside shooter. You've got Norm Powell, who's a good 3-point shooter. Tyler Hero comes back, messes up the mojo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like East is weak. You've got 2-3 good players. Go get the fourth in Giannis, and kind of make it all click together. So as I was watching this and as I was seeing everything kind of happen, I was kind of like, yeah, that seems like it actually might. It seems like it might be the play. Like the Tyler Hero experiment was fun for like stretches, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was an all-star last season, but it was like, was he really an all-star? Like nobody believed it, but it's like you get these like 6-week stretches where you're like, damn, that guy's really good. And then you get these 10-week stretches where you're like, no, he's just kind of a dude.
He's just normal. Yeah.
He's just a guy. So I feel like it's a sneaky play. If the New York thing for Giannis doesn't work out, Miami is my number one watch. And I frankly hate it because I don't want them to get him because I don't want it to be like that. But yeah, again, mid-team, they're a playing team like they've been for the past 6-7 seasons. I don't think they're any different than that this year.
Yeah. No, I really like that. I mean, Heroes had some moments. He had a good playing game last year. It looked pretty good in that one. But other than that, yeah, I would be willing to move on from them. And I think they kind of had that gimmick, the no screens thing kind of coming into the season, and maybe that gets figured out. Maybe it doesn't, whatever. But I think there definitely is a limit. And the East, like you said, Joey's kind of...
That's interesting to call that a gimmick.
Well, a gimmick, but
no
like
screens.
a new, like a wrinkle. People are,
yeah.
The gimmick was probably
because those things kind of work for a while, like for 20
Yeah.
games, and they get exposed. There's tape on it.
Yeah, then all of a sudden you kind of have some rules, and it just like it slows down a little bit.
There was a thing like Chris Mannix was on Rosillo's pod like 2 weeks ago at this point, and he made a point that like team who have higher pace are typically just like overachieving teams that aren't really that talented.
Ooh,
He mentioned the Bulls.
Like that.
The Heat are number 1 in pace, right? And when I heard that, I was like, no, that's not a thing. And the Bulls have not won since
Since you've heard that.
I heard that, and I'm like, you know what?
Take.
And I wish I don't have my pace stats up right now, but other teams, I mean, there's exceptions to the rule as there is with anything, but it kind of makes sense. Where like, hey, this team is just overachieving and kind of
they're just getting more possessions than other teams, and
right.
You're coming in on 2 games in 3 nights or something. You don't really want to run up and down.
All right, I got the pace teams up here. It's the Heat, it's the Bulls, it's the Blazers, Jazz, Wizards, Hawks, Mavericks, Kings, Cavs, Pacers. Man, these pace teams suck. Like,
what do you do? What do you do when you suck? You try and get more possessions, right?
Yeah,
like
you just
run,
guys.
That's what happens.
I mean, I guess the Thunder are 15th. Like, right in the middle.
There's nothing more of a case than last night. It's you go out 15-0 in a cup game, right? Everything's looking hunky-dory. And then as the game settles in a game matters playoff type atmosphere, let's call it that.
Everything slows down.
Everything slows down. The better team gets methodical, figures out how to play defense against what's going on. They put the clamps on, and then what happens? Tyler Hero starts trying to play hero ball, and everything falls apart, and they just crumble. So that concept makes perfect sense.
And I feel like people are like, oh, but the Pacers were so good last year. The Pacers even last year were 7th in pace.
Yeah,
like, even with the name, they're not like
there's
pacing, more to it than just being a high pace. They're a high pace team, but they're not like that's not all they are.
Right?
Like there's
reckless. That's a great way to put it.
The Heat are reckless. It feels like what they're right. Yeah. Spoelstra's like, do you want to go to Vegas? Then play harder.
I heard that clip.
And the players are like, maybe I don't want to go to Vegas. I don't know.
This seems like a lot of
I get fined if I go to Vegas. So,
hey, man, OKC just No, hashtag no game talk, but they just won by like 50 points, man.
Yeah, they
It's
obliterated the Suns.
Are you kidding?
Jesus.
Those
Yeah,
No,
it's
they
49,
smoked them.
dude. They smoked the Suns. What is happening? I think we need. I know we don't want to deep dive them, but like,
No, we can move on because
we will at some point have to.
I think they should get Giannis. We can talk about Giannis at another point, but I had a thought about OKC.
Yeah,
if they win the cup this season,
yeah, okay,
and they go on to have a extra victory in their records.
Oh,
like they could potentially have
most wins ever.
The most wins ever just by playing an extra game. Would you guys put an asterisk next to this season, or would you?
Well, if
it wouldn't be on the books, it would just.
They don't put it. You're right. They don't put that one in. Damn it! I was like, this could be the greatest controversy of all time.
It would be like
they're going to win like 80 games, though.
Yeah, they're going to win.
They're not losing,
dude. The one thing I forget where I heard it. It was definitely on a podcast though. They started to talk about it. Had been low, I think, but. If they do, let's say they win 70 plus games or maybe break the all-time record, win the cup, win the NBA finals, would people consider this one of the greatest teams of all time?
Yeah.
Like, would this be up there with the 90s Bulls and the Warriors? You think so? I'm actually kind of curious.
Yeah, I do.
It has to be.
Would it immediately?
Numbers wise, it's kind of, they're like the Jokic of teams.
Ooh,
where you're looking at them.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, oh, is it this
they
good?
Are the best, though. Yeah.
I guess they are.
I guess everything they do is awesome. Yeah,
I think the number one reason, though, they would get lofted up in that best ever would be the back-to-back champions. Because it's been since the Warriors that we've had back-to-back. Like, yeah, they'd be unlikable, but I don't think anybody would argue the fact that they went back-to-back. And like, if you put that all together, right? Cup, NBA, and best record, like it's...
Yeah, it's kind of okay.
What would be your argument against it? They're not fun?
Well, I think the only thing I guess my argument, if I was gonna, if let's say that happened, my argument would be I would have them third below Warriors and Bulls. And the only reason why is because I would say you got to do it at least a couple more times for me to put you guys into that category. I mean, single season, they might be the greatest single season team of all time. But if I'm like,
how many games did they win last year? 67?
67.
I thought.
68.
Don't say 67.
No, I honestly said
now we're doing it too much.
The number was 67.
Yeah. I think it was 67 or 68. It was one of those two.
So, like, if you win 68 and then you win
74,
like, do you need more? You need another season to be like, you need to do it more consistently?
No, I think they need to win. They would have to win, and I don't think they have to three-peat. But they'd have to win another championship within the next 2 or 3 years, like go 3 out of 4 or something like that, where you go, okay.
Before you consider this season. So you need the full body of work before you go back and look at it and say, let me pick a season out of this.
Out of that dynasty. Otherwise, I would go like, okay, yes, that's the greatest single season a team has ever had. But the greatest team of all time for me would still be the Warriors. I'd have the Bulls number 2, and then I'd have.
Ooh. Chris, what was your question? Was it greatest season of all time or greatest team of all time?
I didn't have a question. I would say
the phrasing of it.
So the phrasing, I think we agree. If it's season, it's the Thunder, right? But team, maybe that's what Tice is trying to.
Yeah, that's what
argue
you
for.
said. That's what
I think that's why I asked, like, would they be considered the greatest team of all time? And maybe I didn't really specify season or run or anything like that. I thought it would still be a little soon, which is weird, but I'd also be like, these guys might be able to get it.
We're gonna have to do a deep dive on this team. Maybe not next week, but like
next week is Christmas.
In January. We're still not do the Thunder. It's too early.
We gotta let them.
They gotta lose one more game.
They gotta lose one more game. I said whenever they lose one more game, then that's the following week we will do the deep dive on the Warriors. We'll do an emergency pod. They lost the game. Who do you think gets them? That's what we should start doing. We should start doing a bet of who beats them.
That's a good one. Let's do it right now.
The schedule. Yeah,
I was going to say let's all look at it.
Let's all do great podcasting. We'll look at the schedule.
No, this is great. All right, so they've got the.
Oh, they're going to lose to Minnesota on Friday.
The cup game.
Yeah, I got this. I'm going to that game. Me and Kayla got a hotel.
Oh,
that's going to be great.
Gotta be.
Oh.
It.
You know,
December
they're
19th.
gonna lose. They're gonna lose at Minnesota. That's it, guys. It's over. It's fine.
It's a wrap.
No.
I think that's not true. I think they're going to lose game 2 of the back-to-back against the Spurs on Christmas.
That was my other one. I would have. Yeah, that's a good one.
On Christmas, they're gonna lose.
Well, it's
at
not
home?
back-to-back. I guess it's a
But
home
it's
and
at
away.
San Antonio,
Yeah,
and then
home
they
and
go
away.
home for OKC.
The 23rd,
Yeah.
and then Christmas Day.
I like that one too.
Oh,
man.
Spurs Thunder at 1:30 on Christmas. That is a dream.
And if they don't lose that one, sorry, Titus, this should be you saying this, but
Yeah,
then they'll
I'm looking.
lose Portland on New Year's Eve because it's New Year's Eve,
Mm.
and they've already lost to Portland.
Wow.
So
See, I
Portland's
was
got,
looking.
you know,
Dude, if they don't,
Ooh,
if
Portland.
they don't lose by
No,
then,
they're not
they're
losing.
gonna
for a
be
while.
they're gonna be on a roll.
because they got Golden State.
All
Starting
right.
the new year, Golden State, Phoenix, Charlotte, Utah, Memphis, Miami, San Antonio, maybe at Houston. they
That's
lose.
the one I got
Maybe.
at Houston,
That's a
January
long
15th.
time.
That is their next
Dude,
loss.
Okay.
I'm putting it on the books. I want it.
Titus, you're too far.
January,
At
you're giving them a
Houston,
month. They're
January
not going to lose a
15th.
game for another month.
I don't see it, man. I mean, all right. So I feel like okay, that Timberwolves game. No joke. I know Chris might have been. You think he's homering, but I actually think that's gonna be tough. At
Yeah,
Timberwolves.
no, I'm legit. Yeah,
yeah, that's a tough.
I'm
that's a
a
tough
well
game.
homer. It's like half homer, half
homer,
you
half
know?
like that's tough. I think the Spurs back to back, or like home and away. I think one of those could go. One of those could slip, but I think if they don't lose those two or one of those 3 games, I just don't see it.
So you have them 39-1.
I guess.
That's 15 games.
I guess.
Yeah, you have them winning 15 more games. They're already on. What's their streak right now?
Uh,
I mean, I think realistically they're going to lose one of those games or some game that we're not.
14.
But that's what we're trying to find here.
I don't.
I think one of those Spurs games.
I think one of those.
if-
I think you're right.
If Wemby,
If
They're
Wemby
already on a
plays,
16-game win streak right now. So
16?
they're going to on a 31-game win streak until they lose. I think isn't 29 the record from the Warriors?
it's 33 or 32. Lowe was brought that up too. Like if they hadn't lost against Portland, they'd be. Oh, maybe it was Legler. He's like, we'd be talking about them getting the 33 in a row all-time record.
So we're going to be talking about them being at that record. And then
Yeah.
Titus, your prediction is that they're going to go at Houston and just
And the
blow
Thunder
it.
are going to get them.
Yeah.
OKC,
Be like Boston.
Durant
on,
is gonna-
Golden
yeah.
State.
they're going to
Wow.
really want it. And the Rockets are a team that could hang with them. They're big, they're defensive.
Hey, then they got a road trip after that at Miami, at Cleveland. They could lose at Cleveland. Cleveland,
Yeah.
maybe at that point, maybe has
It's
their shit
snowball.
together.
Look at Snowball real quick. But man, they're going to be like 37-2 or 36-3 or some ridiculous number.
These teams like Memphis, San Antonio, if Wembanyama, I just was looking up right now, it's a calf strain, guys. What does this mean? Like, is it just
Rest of
we
them for
all like
Christmas.
know about Achilles tears
Yeah.
maybe from
I
a
mean,
calf
they're
strain?
not chancing it.
Towns was out for like 14, 24 games. I can't remember when he had a calf strain for the
Yeah.
Timberwolves. But there was talks. He went out November 14th.
Yeah.
He might come back now tonight. I don't think he is, but like he should be back. Like
If Wembanyama's
soon.
back, there's no way they're escaping both of those.
there's
games.
2 games against Wembanyama.
Yeah, there's
Spurs
just no way.
that they should lose one of those. I
They
would
should lose
think.
one of those. I would hope. If not, my official
'Cause
prediction is January 15th.
That's my point. Because like Wembanyama by Christmas should be back. You would think Wembanyama's got to play on Christmas. Like Adam Silver's telling the Spurs, like, hey,
Yeah. Hey, this calf is strained. It's not going to be strained on Christmas.
right.
We need that guy out there.
Do you think the Thunder at some point like just starts sitting Shea for full games?
No, I think
No, just keep sitting him for fourth quarters. What do you mean? Like,
Yeah,
Good point.
I actually think this is this. I think the scariest thing about it. I think these guys are jacked up to do this.
yeah, oh yeah,
Like I think they are. I mean, I don't. I think Legler was also talking about this too on the Low podcast, and I agree with it. Like I don't think they're like maybe not talking about it or bringing it up and stuff like that. But I think they know what's going on, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna destroy everybody, and we don't care. I think they're going to be on a mission Because the other thing too is like that 73-9 Warriors team didn't win the title, man.
I think they're on the respect tour. Like we didn't get
Yeah.
the respect last year for winning.
Yeah. Well, I think there's enough people saying that, like, hey, the Pacers would have beaten you.
Yeah, if you wouldn't have
Alvin
toward
got
the
hurt.
yeah.
I think there's enough of that to be
There's
like,
enough of that.
nobody
There's
believes in us kind of thing, right? Shea is 37th in the league in minutes. He averages 33.3 minutes per
playing
game.
fourth quarters.
Is he leading in points still?
That's Luka, right?
Filter on total
It's
points.
Luka,
not points per game.
35.
No, do total points, not points per game. Because last week he was leading in total points.
Yeah, he's still in total points. Yeah, 754. Maxi's second. Maxi averages nearly 40 minutes a game, 39.9. He got 724. He's 30 points behind him.
This guy's playing 3/4 of games. I'm like, dude, this is. I know we can have fun talking about this whole season, and it's going to be a great season, but none of this matters, man. This
For
is
36, Shea's at 35.4, leading the league. Luke is at 34. So
none
Shea,
of it.
Dude.
Yeah.
None
Shea's
of it
the
matters
MVP.
because if
None
you're
of it
saying they're
matters.
not going to lose a game until the 15th of January, like
They had
you're
15
2 weeks
net
from the
rating.
All-Star break at that point, and they would have lost. They've lost 2 games at that
That's
point.
the point. They had a 15 net rating going into tonight where they won by 50.
And this game counts, right? Because this is the quarterfinal. This is
Yeah.
a regular season. The only one that doesn't count is the final, right?
And this is not the group play either. They don't need to run up
No.
the score. Like, what are they?
No,
They're just doing this.
Did he play in the fourth quarter today?
I doubt it, man. They were up 50. Did he play in the third quarter? He's just playing half.
Good point.
This is disgusting, man.
Does
Played
he
26 minutes.
26 minutes? 11 for 15 from the field. This isn't game talking about. This is just absurdity. 28 points, 11-15 from the field.
How many free
3 or
throws?
4 from
3.
3 free throws. 3
Wow.
3-point attempts. Yeah.
See, he doesn't look for
doesn't-
calls, guys. See,
Yeah.
He's a plus 43 tonight, guy.
Wow.
What the fuck is that? That's not
That
even
is-
real. Like that
No,
can't
that's not
be
real. This is not real. I don't understand this. How is this happening? They're just.
I would like to say he's a lot of fun to watch, but he's just not. Like he's
I
got
have to
that
watch them
push
more.
off
They're-
thing
Yeah.
and like the
push-ups
layup.
are
But is
The way people
team is
react-
fun, though, right?
The team is fun.
Is it? I'm asking. Like, is the team fun? I haven't really watched them a lot. 'Cause I've just been-
I was watching him, like AJ Mitchell's got this shot where he shoots it so out in front of himself, like he's trying to reach for the basket with his jump shot. The fact that it doesn't get blocked, it's interesting. He's pretty good though. Always been a check guy though, so you know.
yeah.
let's save the rest of the deep because I think we're I like the idea of us having our game staked, and let's see what comes as we go here because we've each got pretty decent.
You got the Wolves. Joey's got Spurs on Christmas Day.
Yes, Chris has them like a week from today, or like 9 days. I've got them on Christmas or the Christmas day before. I picked 2 games.
Yeah,
Fuck
you got a little sweetener. You got a sweetener. You got this one of the Spurs games. I kind of like that.
And then Titus is just going Martin Luther King Day basically at this point. He's
Yeah,
all the way off of January. He's into the next year.
Martin Luther King Day.
That's when it is, right? It's around
great.
that time.
Basically, it's
that's
around that time.
It's around that
Right
time.
around.
It's around there somewhere. Wow, that was a fun show. We did deep dives and then accidentally did an OKC deep dive.
That's why we didn't need it. I knew we would. Like we
were
don't
just
need
gonna-
to.
We're just gonna
So
talk about that.
We need to do heat deep dives because otherwise we won't talk about the heat.
Yeah,
Like, who
talk about
cares?
the Heat.
We
Nobody's
could never
gonna-
talk about them again. That was seriously one of the most painful. The fact that like we spent like 4 minutes and then we just moved on to OKC made me so happy.
It's true. It's
I
true.
didn't even care.
Yeah, we didn't
Didn't
even- I don't even think we got our me and
Talked
Chris's
about their-
points, really, yeah.
Their fake pace numbers and it's like no, screw this team.
We're like trade for Giannis. OKC's awesome.
yeah.
Facts.
Facts. Fact that. All right, guys. Well, that is it for us tonight. Follow us on social media at the Box Out Boys. Slide those DMs. Be sure to subscribe, rate, and review on YouTube and Spotify. We very much appreciate that. So for me and the boys, until next time, Box Out.